McManus, business strategist and money mindset coach. Welcome to my live, everyone. Going live to you early because I actually thought that I was going to be recording my podcast starting at 10 a.m. this morning. And then I checked my calendar and I noticed that Neil, my producer, had actually scheduled it from 11 to till a few hours later. But anyway, so because I have this extra hour that I had prepared for and done my hair for and all the things, here I am. So I'm going live to the Facebooks, I'm going live to LinkedIn, to YouTube, and to Twitter. And I want to just pop in. And hi, Rohit, welcome. I want to pop in and just tell you, you can do this. And hi, Stephen, welcome. You can do this. Whatever this is for you. There's this thing that happens when we're on our way to something big. When we're working towards a goal, it can get really stale. It can feel incredibly just not exciting to continue to do the work. And I want to remind you of how much you want your dream, how much you want to accomplish this big thing. And let's just use the example of a business because that's what I talk about. And it's what a lot of people on here are wanting to do. When you're in the day-to-day of building something truly big, that's going to have real impact in the world, that's going to bring you lots of income. There are going to be seasons, not just days, but seasons where it doesn't go well. There are going to be seasons where you have a slowdown in getting clients. There are going to be seasons where you feel like you just don't know what the fuck you're doing. And I just want to tell you that's normal. That's 100% normal. And in these seasons, it's going to be very tempting to give up. In these seasons, you're going to start doubting if this is worth it at all. But here's what I want to ask you to do. I want you to tap into that dream again. I want you to remind yourself of what the big dream is with this business. I want you to remember everything that will open up for your family, for yourself, for your community when you reach that level of success that you're working towards. And Rohit, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. What is it you have to keep in between an end result and patience? Yes, patience is a huge thing here. I used to think I was like really, really impatient. And then I started teaching knitting. And teaching knitting to like all different age groups, right? And all different learning styles and, people with different capacities in English, right? And let me tell you, I was shocked the first time my students said, "Oh my God, you're so patient. Thank you so much for being so patient with me as I struggled along to figure out how to make fabric out of a piece of string and two sticks." And I was dumbfounded because I had always come up with this story that I was impatient, that patience just wasn't something that was, in my identity. I had even had a roommate in college named Patience who I did not get along with. She moved out of our triple. It just wasn't working. Also, my other roommate also couldn't deal with her. It was not just a me problem. But I was shocked to hear, my students say, "Thank you for being so patient with me." And that's when I kind of realized that there's two different kinds of patience, right? There's the kind of patience that you have for other people. And typically we are better at this than we are for ourselves, right? So being patient with other people because we understand what they're going through. We understand how hard it is. Like that is natural to many of us, not all of us. Okay. I see you. You know who you are. But for many of us, that's so much easier to access. And then there's the kind of patience that Rohit is pointing to. The kind of patience where you are being patient with yourself, right? You're being patient with yourself and you're being patient with the universe really giving you what you want. Okay. That is a deeper level of patience. That level of patience is actually deeply tied to your optimism and your faith and your work ethic. Okay. Because you can't just sit there and be optimistic that things are just going to work out and be patient for it all to come together if you don't have the work ethic behind it, right? You also can't work yourself to the bone being patient that this is going to happen if you don't have faith that it's going to happen, right? um for anyone who's ever been a runner, if you don't believe that you can do a 9-minute mile at some point, you're never going to hit it. You're just going to continue to do like 11-minute miles, right? Because you don't have faith that you can get to 9 minutes. So you're not going to push yourself to do 9 minutes. You're not going to seek out different strategies to train to get yourself down to 9 minutes, right? It's a no go for you. It's impossible for you, right? Because, you just don't see it as a possibility. You have to have faith. You have to have Luna agrees with me. Looney, what is it? Luna's feeling better, by the way. She's protecting us from all the things in the building. I think you scared them off. Good job. Good job, Luna. Oh God, this is a preview of what's going to happen when I'm recording the podcast later. Oh God. Anyway, back to the point. Dog break over. Back to the point. So you can do this. One of the things that helps me stay grounded in what I'm building and in all the work it's taking to get to where I want is having a vision of what that looks like. Yes, Luna. Having a vision of what that looks like, right? And I'm not talking, just having a vision board or whatever, actually putting myself in it, right? So I have this beautiful image of me being in this house, and it's my dream home, right? And there's like this solarium. And I don't know if you know what a solarium is. It's not necessarily a greenhouse, but it's also not just a room it's not just a screened in porch. It's literally like a room that has like a glass roof, and it kind of slants, and glass sides, and it's bright. And I have this image of sitting at my desk just inside the house, being able to see this solarium, and checking my email, and checking the purchases from my programs, and checking the other businesses that I own, and seeing how well things are going, and seeing testimonials come in from people who've been impacted by what I've done, and having, all these different reporting available to me. And I look at it and I'm just happy, and I feel grounded, and I feel like what I'm doing is making such a huge difference for people. And in this vision, I stand up, and I'm wearing clothes that like just light me up, right? They just are so comfortable. They just make me feel good. And I walk into the solarium, and it's a rainy day. I love rainy days. It's not a bad thing. It's a rainy day, and I go and I notice like all these thriving plants, my dog sleeping in the corner, the book that I'm going to be finishing later that day sitting next to my reading chair. And I just go and I lean my head against that slanted wall of windows, and I just feel the cool glass on my forehead. And I kind of feel the vibrations from the raindrops hitting the glass. And, looking out, keeping my eyes open, everything's just a little blurry because of the rain, right? But I'm looking out at this beautiful green backyard, that has trees, and it has, a vegetable garden, and it just has everything that I've ever wanted. When we talk about having big vision and big dreams, it doesn't have to be a mansion. Okay. It doesn't have to be a glamorous lifestyle. It doesn't have to be a private jet. Okay. It can be that vision of that feeling that lives inside your bones, right? Because here's the thing about making our dreams come true. They can only come true if we're at a vibrational match for it. Okay. It can only come to us if we're at a vibrational match for it. So whenever you are thinking about what it is that you want, what you're wanting this business to accomplish for you, You have to come up with some kind of experience that you can mentally go through and emotionally go through so that you are constantly in that place of this has already happened. This is already this is already here. I'm already in it and I'm so grateful for this world that I've created, right? That's the power of having faith. That's the power of having patience. That's the power of having vision. Okay? This is the power of believing in yourself. Allowing yourself to feel that success, to feel that impact you're having on the world before it's ever happened. Uh, if you're stuck, if you're feeling stuck and you feel like you're spinning your wheels and it's not going anywhere and you've been in this slump, then here's what I want you to do. I want you to shoot me a DM. I'm going to send you a link to book a call with me and we're going to make a plan for you to get out of this slump. All right? Um there's no shame in asking for help. There's no shame in, and actually, like, let's not even talk about shame. The people who are the most successful are the ones who have the most help. Okay. Let's talk about Rihanna. Okay. Everyone's talking about Rihanna. One of my clients did this incredible workshop about Rihanna a couple weeks ago and about how she has this queen energy and how she's the quintessential like financial success for women, right? She didn't get there on her own, right? She had financial advisors, right? She has people showing her the way to maximize her money. There are so many of us who are terrified to take our money story and hand it off to a financial advisor and to say, hey, listen, I need help. Here are my goals. Here's where I'm struggling. Here's what I haven't done. Like there's this fear that they're going to judge us, right? But let me tell you, you don't know everything. You can't know everything. You're an expert in your lane, and that is that. To be able to grow to the next level, to give yourself mass financial success, you have to enroll people who are experts in that finance department. Blah, blah, blah. I can't speak today, which is great when I'm recording my podcast. Let me see who else is here. And Dave, welcome. Hello. Thank you for joining. Chastity. Yes, Luna's feeling a lot better. She's very loud. Rohit, you're agreeing with me. I'm not sure which point because I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Excuse me. And Abhinav, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Hello, welcome. So your homework today is to just get tuned into what it is that you want. Feel it in your body. And whatever season you're going through, I want you to know that no seasons last. Okay. No seasons last. We're in the middle of winter right now. It's about to be spring. Okay. And we'll cycle through, spring, summer, fall, winter over and over and over and over again. Right. You're going to do the same in your business. You're going to do the same in your life. And if you need help, if you're feeling like it's Game of Thrones winter, and you're just not moving on to spring and you can't figure out what the fuck is going on, I want to give you full permission to ask for help. Ask for business help, ask for money help, ask for emotional help, whatever it is that you need to move forward, do it. This is your sign from the universe to do it now. Anyway, with that, I am going to leave you to your day. I hope you have an amazing hump day Wednesday. By the way, today is my parents' anniversary. God, how old am I? 35 years ago, they got married. 35. So happy 35th anniversary to my parents. And to Abhinav, Rohit, Chastity, Dave, and Stephen, thank you all so much for joining and getting engaged in the chat. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I will be going live a couple more times. I haven't decided when. So just keep an eye out for me on your mobile device or on your computer. And that's all she wrote, folks. I'm Katie McManus, business strategist and money mindset coach. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah.